Yes,
They were behind the whole game, and in the
We are
last
behind.
quarter, they caught up and tied it, and with 4 seconds left, he kicks a field goal that makes it past the upright by about a half an inch.
And the one before that he kicked from 58 or 52, went the other side, maybe you could see
Is that right?
the shadow of the ball going by that upright.
God almighty, that was a hell of an exciting
Texas,
ending on that.
Texas,
that's what,
and Detroit last night.
Oh, yeah.
Texas
Detroit,
destroyed
Houston.
all the game and up by 16-20, and Detroit ended up coming back and winning it.
4 minutes maybe.
Yeah. That was a heck of a
I
game.
don't like
Yes, it
anybody else in
was.
the division. Detroit's paid their dues.
Yeah,
They
they
deserve
have.
to have some
They
good
do.
seasons.
They've been.
Yeah, so-
20 years, 20 years.
They didn't flash anything on the bottom, what the score was. And I forgot it was on WTMJ, so I'm looking all the ESPNs and everything. I couldn't find it. So I went to the computer and put it up on the computer and it says they're tied 23-23. And I went, damn, it's gonna be on TV, so.
Now it got
I
exciting.
ran right into it on WTMJ. So I watched the end of it, it was neat. It was neat.
And then they just let them come home barely after.
Cold.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, am I on yours?
Pardon?
Do I have your gold? Yeah.
Well, you don't have my cold, I don't have one.
hi, Kim.
Hello. Hello.
He called me probably 25 times today, wanting to know what time it was.
The clock's slow.
It is.
Right.
It always falls behind.
It's got to go right away tomorrow morning.
Probably only 1 minute slow, but it's not bad. At least my
Yeah,
watch
we're
was.
big enough on 7.
Oh, Susie Blues it, man.
Too, all right, too busy doing library
Oh, that's,
election.
that's Thursday. Oh, yeah, that's right, she had elections on, yeah. Oh, God. Were there a lot of people?
Yeah.
I've got 7.
All right, call the Maple Common Council meeting order at 7 PM. Please take the roll.
Alderman DeBaker,
Here.
Alderman Smith,
Here.
Alderman Schmidt,
Here.
Alderman Liebnow,
Here.
Alderman Newman,
Here.
Alderperson Olson. Here. We have a quorum.
All right, please stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the
United States of America,
to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, is there any citizen comments tonight for regular common council? All right, seeing none, we'll move on. Public hearing. 2025 operating budget for the city of Naval. Any citizen comments on the public hearing? I guess we want to entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All right, motion by Smith, second by Schmidt. Close the public hearing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, agenda changes. Any agenda changes? Seeing none. Consent agenda. All right, report of officers. Mayor's report for the month. All right, hello, friends and residents of Mayville. I want to wish everyone a happy Veterans Day and thank all our military veterans. Veterans have given us the right and freedom we all enjoy each and every day, so thank you very much. This past week was election day, and a lot of hard work and dedication goes into an election. I want to thank all of Mabel's poll workers on a job well done. And a big thank you to Mabel City Clerk Anastasia Godfrey for all her hard work in making this election flawless and transparent as possible. So thank you very much.
Welcome.
Mabel's 2025 budget has been debated and ready to be finalized. The city council will be passing a 10-cent per thousand tax increase. This means on a $250,000 home sustenance, you will pay an extra $25 in taxes. The city will see 3 miles in road improvements next year, a new plow truck, a new ambulance, and the completion of River Knoll Industrial Park Road to Slag Road. I want to thank the city council for all their hard work on the budget and their willingness to work together to accomplish infrastructure needs for our citizens. So thank you very much. I had the pleasure of attending Main Street Mabel's Big Bucks at the American Legion. This yearly event helps fundraise for Main Street Mabel, different programs, and help support a great organization. If you believe Main Street is heading in the right direction, think about attending next year to help Main Street grow and prosper. This month, I also attended the Mabel Rotary Club meeting at the golf course. I addressed members' concerns and gave them insight on where Mabel is financially and what is to be expected moving forward. I want to thank the Rotary Club for their hospitality and warm welcome. Thanks for having me. The city administrator and I attended the annual League of Wisconsin Municipalities Fall Conference in Middleton. This yearly event helps bring mayors and administrators from all over Wisconsin to collaborate, network, and exchange ideas that helps our city thrive in these difficult times with difficult tax limits, spending restraint limits, and inflation costs. It took away a few ideas on how to help our city grow and help sustain costs. Lastly, the new city librarian, Leslie Schultz, and I had a public forum at the new Ted and Grace Memorial Library. We had good attendance from the public with a lot of questions and answers. I want to thank Leslie and the Friends of the Mabel Library for putting together this event. I hope we can do it real soon. With the election behind us, I would like to remind our residents that no matter what happens in the future, we are all neighbors, friends, and lastly, a community. We have stormed a lot in the last 175 years together, and we will last far beyond our wildest dreams going forward for our great city. That concludes my mayor's report. All right, item 8, administrative report.
Update on the administrative functions of the city. I completed the WEDC grant application for the Albrecht Apartments. The schedule of expenditures was certified by Baker Tilly as required for the grant, and Anastasia and I were on the website and did the last 2 functions that needed to be done for that grant, and that has been closed out. I attended the league as the mayor had League of Annual Fall Conference, as the mayor had mentioned, that took place on October 23rd through the 25th. The following week, I met with Christine, Julie, and Devin from the EMS. We went over some innovative grants that will be coming down the pipe through the Department of Revenue, and they will be opening next year in 2025. So reviewed that with them. Met with Leslie Schultz, the new library director. And I'm also in the process of completing the taxpayer newsletter that will go with the tax bills. I'm completing that with Annie, and Nicole's been helping me in the process of preparing for the tax bills to submit them over to the county. And we're hoping that they should be printed and ready to go out by the beginning of December. Meetings I attended, I did the special meeting of the Water Wastewater Committee on October 22nd. Also attended the Water Wastewater on November 5th and Park Rec and Tag meeting on November 6th. Projects that are in the process, we're updating our flex spending account. We did have a task and we moved to EBC for that services so that we can complete the policy that we're hoping to pass yet this year for the tax or in lieu of health insurance, a benefit to the employees that opt out of the health insurance plan. And then I'm also in the process of working with Dawn, the benefits specialist, to set up a health savings account for the high deductible insurance plans. And then we're the ones that partake in our police department. Staffing updates, Anthony Klatt started this week with the fire department, and Evelyn Hazelbeck will be starting as a custodian here at City Hall and for the police department. Upcoming tasks, we're working on drafting a policy for the TAG Center for the 20% subsidy with the Bach Kruger Foundation. Just so that we have a policy in place that everybody has clear communication of what that policy covers. So that's all I have for tonight.
All right, thank you. City clerk's report.
So the 2024 general election was successfully conducted. We had a turnout of 3,033 voters. This included 322 election day registrations. Our City of Mayville election inspectors are dedicated and take their job seriously. We are very fortunate to have each and every one of them to help make that move smoothly. Absentee voting was quite robust this election, with 46% of our registered voters choosing to cast their ballot by absentee. During the 9-day in-person absentee period, City Hall served 940 in-person absentee voters. So a special thank you to City Hall staff who assisted during that time, especially Dawn Hunt and Gwen Owens for their hard work. We're now in the process of reconciling the election. The deadline to complete this is December 20th, but we'll have this done well before the deadline. And as a reminder to alderpersons and odd number wards, they may begin circulating their nomination papers on December 1st for re-election. Please make sure you file your campaign finance registration with my office as soon as you intend to seek elective office. And if you do not plan to run, please submit your notification of non-candidacy by December 27th.
All right, thank you. All right, treasurer's report.
Okay,
Monthly checks, registration, approval of bills.
Yeah.
You guys have in your packet the monthly bills. You guys have any questions for Nicole?
that's the only things that really kind of stand out, for the accounts payable for September, for the 2024 asphalt paving projects. In 2024, that amount was $142,172. And also you'll see that the sales of libraries in the payables, we have to take the check in for the city and then, pay it back to the library. So, that's why you would see that in there.
See any department that looks like they're overrun or?
No, everything's looking, actually pretty good.
It's City Hall.
It's what's that? It's
Over budget, City Hall and the comptroller.
I was looking at the, the comptroller one is definitely over budget. A lot of that had to do with contracted services.
Okay, anybody got any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Motion by Smith to approve the bills. Second. Second by Levino. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Alderperson Smith,
Aye.
Alderperson Leveno.
Aye.
Alderperson Newman.
Aye.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Alderperson Baker.
Aye.
Alderperson Schmidt.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Comptroller Treasurer's monthly report.
Right, this week I'm gonna be working on, for the tax bills, special assessments, special charges, any delinquent utilities, that I will be entering in the Dodge County system and preparing all the tax documents that are due to the county, so that they can print the tax bills. They will be, as Stephanie said, they'll be mailed out as soon as possible, as soon as we get them back from the county. So I'm doing a lot of prepping for the tax collections. I filed the 941s for Q3, and my preliminary audit starts November 25th for 2024. I'm also going to be working on inputting the new budget. That's going to take some time due to condensing all the accounts and creating new ones so that all the departments have like a uniform account. So that was a little time.
All right. All right, thank you. All right, report of committees, commissions, and board. Wastewater Commission, next meeting date is December 3rd at 6 p.m. Library Board, next meeting date is November 14th at 6 PM. Public Works Committee, next meeting date's November 25th at 6 PM. Personnel Committee, next meeting date is November 25th at 6 PM. Public Safety, next meeting date's November 25th at 6 PM. Finance Committee, next meeting date's November 25th at 6 PM. Park Rec and Tag Center Commission, next meeting date is December 4th at 1 PM. Planning Commission, next meeting date is November 13th at 4 PM. Community Development Authority, next meeting date is November 13th at 5 PM. All right, old business, discuss the possible action ordinance 1141-2024, annual compensation for aldermen. Can you read that?
Yes. Whereas the council consists of 6 alderpersons elected for 2-year terms, alderpersons from aldermanic districts 2, 4, and 6 shall be elected in even number of years, and alderpersons from aldermanic districts 1, 3, and 5 shall be elected in odd number of years. And whereas the alderpersons are elected at the spring election in April, the regular term of alderpersons shall commence on the 3rd Tuesday of April in the year of their election. Whereas the compensation for elective offices must be established before the filing of nomination papers for that office, and whereas the changed compensation shall be done by a majority vote of an ordinance. Now therefore be it resolved that the salary of the alderpersons in aldermanic districts 1, 3, and 5 shall be $4,500 per year, beginning with the alderpersons voted in at the spring election to be held April 1st, 2025. And now therefore be it resolved that the salary of the alderpersons in aldermanic districts 2, 4, and 6 shall be $4,500 per year, beginning with alderpersons voted in at the spring election to be held on April 7th, 2026. And be it further resolved that the salary change shall be a 2-year process to recognize the salary change with the coordinated election process for alderpersons elected in even and odd number of years.
All right, you heard the resolution, is there a motion?
Make that motion.
Motion by Levino,
I'll second.
second by Newman, any discussion? Just had one question. So do we have to have another resolution next year for the other 3 districts?
No.
No, this combines it all,
Okay,
separates it out by year and when it goes into effect.
okay. All right, anybody else? All right, please take the roll.
Alderperson Leibdown.
Aye.
Alderperson Newman.
Aye.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Alderperson Schmidt.
Aye.
Alderperson Smith.
Aye.
Alderperson DeBaker.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, item B, discuss the possible action ordinance 1142-2024, location 520 Bridge Street, 407 Dayton Street. Rezone parcel 251-1216-2313-103. The city of Mayville, and to amend the zoning map of the city of Mayville pursuant to section 430-32 of the municipal code. All right, you guys should have that ordinance in your packet. So we're gonna rezone, the new parcel that St. John's purchased. We're gonna rezone it for institutional, and then there was a letter from the attorney that accompanied the ordinance change. Right?
The new verbiage was put in there was the original and then the revised, where it was highlighted in red, which overview for the attorney wanted.
Right.
Could we get a little history for the public, like
It's zoned,
institutional versus what was it before?
it was rezoned, was it RN? Residential multifamily?
So the parcel in question is actually, there's 2 different zonings on it.
Oh,
They merged the parcel, but the zoning was never addressed. So,
Why don't you go up to the podium so the public can hear you?
so the portion
Tell us,
that's,
tell us who you are.
and Nick Schkowski with Kunkel Engineering.
Thank you.
So the portion with the school on it is currently zoned RM multifamily. And they have a conditional use for the school use. The area where the dog grooming place is B2 outlying business so that that place could operate. They purchased that area, merged the lots, and now they're looking to do a childcare facility on that property. In order to be compliant with that, then it will need to be rezoned, as B2 outline does not allow a childcare facility. By rezoning it to I1 and institutional, they are allowed to have the school, church, daycare. Those are all principal uses, and they won't have to come before the city for any conditional use for any future development, as long as it complies with the principal uses.
Right, and then the attorney, you want to just talk about the attorney?
So the question was about allowing the dog grooming business to remain there while they constructed the daycare, but that is not, it's a non-conforming use then at that time. So we asked the attorney with the direction from St. John's on how we could allow the construction to continue. So he said you can allow it to continue. It would be zoned I1, if you could, but it would be a condition to allow the doggy daycare there till December 31st of 2026. That's when their lease would expire. However, under no circumstance shall a legal non-conforming use of the property be considered a permitted use. So what that means is that the lease can continue, but until the daycare would have to have an occupancy permit. At that time, they would have to make sure the dog and grooming business is vacated before they could get an occupancy permit. Because if we allowed the occupancy permit, that would be like a non-conforming use at that time. So we can allow the construction to happen, but once they want to take occupancy, or if it would be after or up until the December 31st, 2026, that business would have to be vacated on the property.
Right, and it sounds, I did have some discussions today with members of St. John's and in the doggy daycare, and it sounds like they made an agreement that they'll be out of there by the end of April next year, so.
So both parties are both walking away with a smile, I guess. Everybody's happy with this arrangement between the parties.
I can answer that if I may.
If please do.
Yeah, we are, and as Stephanie or Rob said, as of today, we have an agreement with the woman who owns the dog grooming business, that the lease that Stephanie is making reference to that would end December of 26 is now going to be null and void. And a new agreement's been made that she is going to vacate the property by April 30th of 2025.
All right, and do we need to add the amendment in there?
That will
We
be,
do not.
she already signed it. The church is going to sign it tomorrow, and then it'll go to our attorney with a copy. And if you guys want a copy of that, I can certainly give you a copy of that arrangement.
Because either way, we are covered. I mean, if you
Yeah,
change the
either way
date to
you're
April
covered.
30th or to December 31st, 2026, the city
Yeah,
is okay with that agreement, because at no time will there be a non-conforming use
Right.
of that property.
If she leaves in April, it's zoned institutional and it's done. If she wouldn't leave, but I don't see any reason why this wouldn't happen, then as you said, she'd have to be gone by the end of December of 26 in order for it to remain institutional.
All right,
All right, good.
all right. Anybody have any other questions?
Yeah, did we ever get a site plan for this or project plan or anything?
We've received
you
it
get it
today, I
today?
believe.
Yeah, today they received it and they're reviewing it, and they're going to, the engineer's going back and talking to the architect, because there's some elevation stuff you want to talk about.
Okay, so that'll be done before they pour any foundations or anything?
That has to go to plan commission.
Yeah, planning commission will get in there.
Tonight is only rezoning. It's a separate thing.
Thanks.
Anybody else? All right, you want someone to make a motion as outlined by the attorney?
So,
Motion by Schmidt, second by DeBaker. Any discussion? Take the roll on this too, please.
Alderperson Schmidt.
aye.
Alderperson Baker.
Aye.
Alderperson Smith.
Aye.
Alderperson Lehnow.
Aye.
Alderperson Newman.
Aye.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. New business.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Approval of the minutes of October 14th, 2024 common council meeting. You
I'll make
guys,
that motion.
motion by Smith,
Second.
second by Levino. Any additions, corrections to the minutes? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carried. All right, discuss with possible action, resolution 5952-2024, adopt the 2025 operation budget for the city of Mayville. This is the newest and greatest in your
If you want.
packet.
Will has a memo prepared.
Oh, you want to read the memo? Go ahead, Nicole.
Yeah, the 2024 operating budget has been a combination of meeting with department heads. Did I say 20? The 2025 operating budget has been a combination of meeting with department heads, the mayor, Stephanie, the administrator, finance chair Ken Newman, and the committee since July. Most notable changes are condensing the number of accounts while making the accounts more uniform. This will allow for cleaner accounting and less chance for errors. Some funds are being phased out, while others have been divided so that they are properly allocated. A few funds had money transferred in from the general fund to make those whole. And then this will be followed up by a budget amendment. Some of the various capital projects across departments are parks, the clerk, fire department, police, emergency management, water, wastewater, Department of Public Works, the take center. These projects will be funded either by levy, debt, or other sources. The proposed budget reflects an increase in tax levy of $3,633 or 0.13%, resulting in a mill rate of $5.87 compared to $5.77 in 2024. The current assessment ratio has decreased from 91.19% to 84.56%. The 2025 proposed operating budget is a balanced budget. The budget is supported by additional 2-year funding for capital projects. And the budget allows the common council to provide services to the residents of the city of Mayville in a cost-effective manner. It is laid out in a way that is user-friendly for all staff. Yes.
All right, anybody else got anything you want to add? I'd say that the budget process, I think, was pretty good. I'm not gonna be 100% happy, but I think it was a lot better than it has in the past. Plus, there was some stuff that we caught that hasn't been done in the past, and we corrected it, so we're back on track on the budget. All right. Anybody else? All right, is there a motion to adopt the 2025 operational budget?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Lemon, second by Levino. Any more discussion? Take the roll.
Alderman Newman.
Aye.
Alderman Levino.
Aye.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Alderperson Schmidt.
Aye.
Alderperson Smith.
Aye.
Alderperson DeBaker.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, discuss with possible action, resolution 5953-2024, adopt the 2024 tax levy for the 2025 operation budget for the city of Mayville. Got something on that, you gotta read?
Nope, that's just a follow-up to the budget.
Okay,
And the levy is how you explained it, right? I'll make the motion to adopt it.
yes. Levy is basically the tax increase of 10 cents. All right, motion by Smith,
I'll second that.
second by Schmidt. All right, any more discussion? Take the roll.
Alderperson Smith.
Aye.
Alderperson Schmidt.
Aye.
Alderperson DeBaker.
Aye.
Alderperson Levino.
Aye.
Alderperson Newman.
Aye.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, discuss with possible action, resolution 5954-2024, appoint to the Community Development Authority citizen member, which was Lisa Newman. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second that.
Motion by Smith, second by DeBaker. Any discussion? Lisa has served on this committee in the past, and she does a good job as far as the promotion of the city. And I'm glad that she could volunteer her time. All right, take the roll.
Alderperson Smith.
Aye.
Alderperson DeBaker.
Aye.
Alderperson Schmidt.
Aye.
Alderperson Levino.
Aye.
Alderperson Newman.
Abstain.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, discuss with possible action extending 24/7 access to the tag center to 15 to 17-year-olds with a legal guardian. All right, go ahead, John.
All right, we had discussed this partially a couple months ago in September, it brought back up again. Everybody was here, I mean, does anybody have any questions concerning this, on what it is? Kind of recap, 24/7 access right now is, you're able to access everything, part of the takes, there's nothing upstairs, walking track, anything like that, the pool. After hours, right now, it's 18 years old and above. If you have a membership at the take center, you can take out a key fob, costs you $10, you're able to access the building after hours, any hours that the take center's not open. As of right now, like I said, it's just for 18-year-olds. Currently, you have to sign a waiver with all the rules because there's no supervision, nothing like that there. If you at any time you do not obey those, you have you just do something that goes against it, you get one warning, a second warning, and you lose your 24/7 privilege at the take center. And the reason for that is there's stiff rules. They just want to make it secure because there's no supervision there, and they want to make it safe for anybody that goes in after hours working out. So now with this new extending it 24/7 to take centers, it'd be from 15 to up to 18-year-olds. With a legal guardian. The proposed way that if this ends up working, now it was voted down 2 months ago. So it's the way we're going to, that it's written up now that we would do it is that there would be a waiver written and explaining the rules of the parent. There would be a parent that would have to be with the child, a parent or legal guardian. That legal guardian is not an older brother or sister that is 18 years old that wants to take them in. You can't take in another person's child. It would be very strict rules if you want to go in there. Same violation, same thing. If you have one warning, second violation, you lose 24/7 privilege for your whole family. You don't lose privileges at take center. You just lose that 24/7 privilege is all that it is. Just a little background, I did per the last time, just kind of telling you, yep.
Who loses that? Parents too?
Yes, parents 24/7, yep.
If they
Yep.
violate?
Yeah, if they violate, the child comes in there,
Yeah.
the underage one comes in there, that would be the family loses, or the, family loses the 24/7. So not the take center, just that 24/7 privilege.
Right.
So every morning that the take center, opens up, they go in, they check the 24/7 cameras, they check who checked in, and they make sure that everything is, adequate. So they do check on it. Takes a few minutes in the morning. The camera system out there is really, it's a good system, good security system out there. As of right now, we do have a few issues with a few 18-year-olds out there that are legal come in there. It's mostly just leaving stuff lay around, not cleaning up. Never anything that's broken, stuff that we just handle at the time, talk to them, and that's kind of our biggest 24/7 access that we have issues with right now. Just cleaning up, because if you had somebody in there that's by themselves, they don't feel like they're being watched or anything, and they just, so not really a lot of issues. One of the things that was brought up a couple months ago is for our insurance. And Stephanie has checked into our new insurance that we're gonna be getting. Our insurance that we had or have right now, they did give me a statement that I read last time, and that statement said that they want us to have pick up another policy that would insure these underage kids being in there, and because there have underage kids in there, per Stephanie having a conversation with them, and correct me if I'm wrong, the new insurance said that we are not required to have any, or we would not be required to have any additional insurance coverage. And that insurance company, if I'm correct, is after the first of the year that's who we'll have. Okay, thank you, Stephanie.
It covers that liability.
Yeah, that's that liability. Like I said, per what I said last time, I'm just giving you the whole picture, everything at all. I did do some research on other facilities. One facility I found, and this isn't everybody in the state of Wisconsin, but I went to a bunch of mostly ones around here, and then also one down. I found one in Milwaukee that did do 16, 18-year-olds in. with a parent, otherwise everybody's at 18 or 19 years old for the 24/7 access. That's just giving you what it is, not saying that's what we have to do, I'm just giving you what I found from the other, fitness centers, that are like what we would offer. So I guess, with that, it was, like I said, it brought up again, if we decide to do this, the waiver we would have to write up, per the other insurance company that we have, the one that we have right now, they suggested the waiver that we have, we should have, our attorney check on it, take a peek at it. Whether we need to do that or not, I don't know, just to protect us or not, but.
It was brought to my attention because there are families that would like a family membership. Their children are in sports with the high school, and they would like to be able to bring the kids along when they're working out. So and from what I understand, there's some that come at 4:30 in the morning even.
Yeah, a couple kids. It is open at 4:30. That was just we had a conversation. There are kids that do want to work out. Probably the time that it would affect these kids the most, because right now we're open until 8 o'clock at night, and between 8 and 10, if they're done at night, I mean, you're not gonna have a lot there, but weekends right now, our times and weekends right now in the winter from Labor Day to Memorial Day, our hours are 7 to 4 and Sunday noon to 4. And then in the summer, it's noon to 4 Saturday and not open on Sunday. That's just from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We just don't have a lot of foot traffic in there in the middle of summer. But anybody that's got the 24/7 can use it anytime they want.
This already went through the committee again?
What's that?
This went through the committee again?
Yeah,
All right,
yep, it was voted on to take it to council, yep.
all right, let's get a motion on the floor. Is there a motion for approval?
I'm gonna make a motion.
Motion by
I'll
Newman,
second that.
second by DeBaker. Any more discussion?
Yeah, does this, it's possible for a parent or a guardian to have up to 4 kids that fit within that age group.
Yep.
Does it limit the number of minors they can be responsible for?
We, as of the way we have it right here, never even thought of that. That's something we would have to discuss.
I think it might be, I don't know, it might be something to have to work out later, but it could be like herding cats. If you had 3 or 4 teenagers and they,
It would be that, the way you're talking would be your own children. You have 2 or 3
Right,
or whatever that
right.
fit in that 15 to 18 range.
well, you could have twins too.
Well, yeah, absolutely. But it wouldn't be that you could take your son and his son's friend that fall in that
No,
range.
no, I know.
It would not be that at all. It couldn't be that.
John, wouldn't you have to issue a key fob to each one of the children and charge the $10?
Yeah, there was a $10 fee
Otherwise,
for,
you're
yeah.
not gonna be able to keep track of that, how many children are coming. I mean, they
The only
should,
way you would be able,
each child would have to have a key fob.
yep, each child would have to have their own key fob, absolutely. Yep, there's a $10 fee for them, and that just covers the cost of the key fob, because it's an electronic, it's like, going into, any place after hours that opens the door for you to get in, and we know who's in, when they're in, and we would be able to look at it and see if the parent's in there with them, so,
Well, the rules still explain it too, right? That if you're in there with your parent, the parent's responsible for the kid, right?
yeah, well, then we would have to write the waiver up like that, yeah, we would have to write that up like that, and, yep, however we wanna write it up, we can write it up, however we wanna do the rules,
Well, I think this needs my opinion is that this isn't quite ready
Yeah.
for approval. We might have to, have you come back with the rules.
as waiver that's written up, okay.
We can,
Because up to this point, it has been talked about, it sounds like when Gene Franks was on the park board, who was on as a council member councilman for a long time, said it's been brought up a bunch of times and
Right.
never had passed. So before
before,
any of that, I want to make sure it was.
right, but before it didn't pass because it was allowing minors in by themselves. This one here is actually as a guardian, right?
I thought I talked about that last time, but maybe it was not written up that way last time, or written up or anything like that, so. But the way it's written up now, yes, it's with that parent or guardian, 100%, yes.
So if we recommend this to, we're recommending whatever you write up to council to be reviewed by the insurance company and the attorney, I suppose, right? Is that the way you understand it?
We probably could send it to the insurance, but per the insurance, it did not sound like anything was required, but probably wouldn't hurt to send it over to them. An attorney, the insurance that we have now suggests doing the attorney, but, you know,
Well, you have something that you want, you got some verbiage that you kinda wanna use?
oh yeah, I mean, yeah,
Why don't we just, table this and go back and write it up for the attorney for him to glance over it, see if he thinks it's okay, and then come back to the council next month for final adoption.
All right,
So is there a motion to table the next one?
I'll make the motion table. Ken had already made a motion before, so.
And
Yeah, motion to
Tony,
table,
you
it's always, it's always in order to table, so.
Yeah.
Okay, motion by Kim to table, second by Schmidt.
Second, yeah.
Any more discussion on tabling? All in favor of tabling the next month, say aye. Opposed, motion carries. Discuss the possible action placing a Naval Care sign in Foster Park, what's that?
first,
Opposed to what? Wait, Naval Care is opposed to, what's the opposite?
well, no, that's all it is just wanting to put something in the park, I don't, so, I mean, does everybody know what Mabel Cares is? I mean, it's been around and it's,
No,
okay, so I will do is I will explain first Mabel Cares. So Mabel Cares is a newly formed nonprofit.
oh yeah, I know.
Yep, the goal of this, we had one, like a luncheon, dinner, fundraiser that we started with. I'm on the board there. That's why I stayed in, doing it, even though I talked to Jacob Shelpfeffer, he's the parks director, and all that. And I said I can just handle this because I know what it is. But what the function of Mabel Cares is to the improvement of Mabel's recreational facilities that's used by the people in the city, that's have programs that are run by the city and the school district. So the first one that we've actually done now was a new kayak launch, and that was Mabel Cares along with some generous donors. We had a couple donors in that. So the idea of Mabel Cares is to go out, find funding, raise money, get people together to do different facility improvements. So the next ones that we're looking at doing, it's kind of been on the back burner. Now, Scott Hilber is the president of it, and as you know, he's our varsity football coach. So during the football season, his life was pretty much consumed up by that, but now that his, unfortunately, the season's over, we'll be back meeting again and doing some of the next two projects they want to do, work on are the rebuilding of the grandstand and Ziegler Park. That we're start raising money for and improving those facilities in those areas. So what they want to do then is, besides what Mabel Cares is that we wanted to see if we could put in a Mabel Cares sign in Foster Park. We want to figure someplace out where we can put it that's very visible. The area that we're looking at would be where the old information booth was, that's down, kind of everybody remembers, was taken out about a year ago, right next to the actual Foster Park sign off of Main Street. All the sign is gonna read is just Mabel Cares, what it's about, and then the projects that have been done. And then next to it would be one of those, I guess like a thermostat type thing that shows where we are on a project and where we are for fundraising for the next one. Just want something very visible, the sign will be very well done, be put in there. If something happens that this Mabel Cares falls apart, ends up not being anything, you're going with the sign out.
How big was the sign we talking?
What's that?
How big was the sign are we talking?
Don't know that. It's,
They've had them before, they're about as wide as that podium and about 6 feet tall.
yeah, I mean,
And
it's,
it's got a marker on it for funds.
yeah.
They've had it,
Thermometer or something.
Yeah, thermometer, and then it's a little bit more about Mabel Care. I mean, it's not gonna be one of these big 25 by, it's talking a big gaudy sign. Just wanna put something in there. I mean, if you wanna wait till I can come back with the other thing next month and tell you the exact size we wanna do. It's not gonna be a out of the place or out of the way thing. It's just Mabel Cares is just, really trying to really get going and get, really help out the community.
Right.
So we really wanted to, it's a benefit for everybody in the community, what we're trying to do and what's being worked there. So we just wanted to do it and make it a little more, I guess, visible and to everybody driving by.
I will make a motion that we table this and then you come back and kind
Give
of
us
tell us
signs
what
and
size
ideas.
and that.
Okay.
Cause I have no problem with that, just for everybody, curiosity, the size and.
All right, motion by,
I'll second that.
Olson, the table, second by DeBaker, any more discussion? All right, John, we'll come back next month, all right?
Okay.
Thanks, John.
All in favor of tabling next month, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, carried. Discuss the possible action, payment request number 1 for the 2024 asphalt paving milling project on Dayton Street. How much was that for, Nicole?
Oh, that was a different one. That was Dave.
It's $56,391.42.
Thank you.
I looked at that, I'll make a motion to,
$56,391.
We have a resolution on that? No? We don't.
No.
Who's paying the bill?
All right,
I'll make a motion to pay the request for the asphalt paving.
Second.
motion by Smith, second by Schmidt. Any more discussion? Take the roll.
Alderperson Smith.
Aye.
Alderperson Schmidt.
Aye.
Alderperson Baker.
Aye.
Alderperson Leeknow.
Aye.
Alderperson Newman.
Aye.
Alderperson Olson.
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, well, before we get out of here, Leslie Schultz is back there. Did you want to say something?
Hi, Leslie.
The
Hi,
new librarian. so-
yes, hi. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
This is my fourth week, I believe, the start of my fourth week, so exciting. I'm excited to work with all the staff and my board and your board, so
Welcome.
thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
Welcome.
All right, is there a motion to adjourn at
So moved.
Motion by Schmidt, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Newman.
That right.
All right, all in favor of adjournment at what time is it, 7:44?
7:43.
43, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?